Say thank you. All right. No more.
Go play, buddy.
Go. I'm gonna cut this hair today.
I'm recording, just so you know.
Oh, it's all good. Yo, what's up, P-Pod? It's your boy Shaun P, the leader in general of the illest team known to man, the Purefoys, aka your family's favorite family. And today, I want to bring you into my process for how we do all of our spoofs.
If you ever fell down, you know that I would pick you up. And I know you do the same for me too. And there ain't nothing in this whole world that can ever break our love. You're all that I need to get through. Together in love, together in life.
But what makes our spoofs so awesome is the writing and the spin that we put on it. All of our spoofs are based off of everyday situations that we go through as parents. Kids get on your nerves, messy house, all sorts of things. You've already seen the two that we've done. So we are actually doing another spoof. It's going to be called Be Quiet, and it's going to be a spin-off of Kendrick Lamar's Be Humble. So let me just bring you into my process. See which song is going to make a good spoof. And a good spoof, you need to, first, the words have to be clear. People have to understand what you're saying so that they can get the punchlines, so that they can understand the jokes and where you're coming from, and understand the story that you're trying to tell and the angle that you're coming from. All right, this boy is going to...
He ain't being quiet.
He's not being quiet. I haven't sung the song for him just yet today. All right, go. So then I searched the lyrics for the song. So then I go Be Humble, lyrics, and then I just go line for line, and I try to make sure that the words fit the actual cadence of what their actual artist is doing. You know, as a songwriter myself, I try not to be corny with writing, and you know, try to make things fit that are not supposed to fit, or you know, the wrong syllabic influctuation. So I'm not going to say that's not a word, I don't think. Influctuation. It is a word.
It is a word.
Oh, okay. Syllabic influctuation. So I'm not going to try to fit in a word that goes, if the word is before, the emphasis goes on the B and not the for. I'm not going to go before or before. I try to make it sound as natural as natural as possible when I'm writing the song. Here, take Rebel, man. Go away. I'm trying to do something right now. Bye-bye. Go. Oh, Rebel. Go get Rebel. Go. There we go. All right, so then after that, I spend some time writing lyrics. Writing lyrics. After the lyrics, I usually play it for my kids because our kids are definitely way cooler than us. So, you know, they give us the hot or not judgment and put it on that scale. And of course, it's impossible to record when you got these little guys because, you know, they're just living their lives. They don't care that you're trying to make content for YouTube. So then we just, after we get the writing process down, make sure everything fits, make sure that it's funny enough. By the time I record it and rap it a billion times, it's not funny to me anymore because I've spent so much time with it. But yeah, we record it and then we create the video. So right now I've done all of that process. I've gone through it. I've actually been sitting on this for about a week now, and now it's time to go to the recording process. So right now we're operating out of GarageBand, and I have my little setup right here. Just move this light out the way. I have my little setup here. I've got yeah. One day we will have a studio dedicated to just this stuff, but right now we gotta make do with what we gotta make do with. So I get out my microphone. It's the same mic that we use for Bodak, same mic that we use for Pick It Up. And then I get my PreSonus audio box, USB. It's very cheap, it's only about $100. And I'll put a link in the description for it, so that you can use it if, you know, doing parodies and spoofs is something that you want to do. So I try to keep the desk as neat as possible, but you know, with kids, it's hard to keep anything clean for a given amount of time. So let me just organize this really quickly, and then we will get to recording. All right, so we got the space organized somewhat. It's still got junk all over it, but that's just our house. There's 7 people living here. We got 5 kids, and 3 of them are less than 7 years old. So it's just gonna be a junky place. But I need a creative space to work in, and that space needs to be clean so that I can get everything that I need to get done, because I can't think and be creative in a messy space. So it's somewhat clean. I've got my recording studio set up. I've got my lyrics here. I've got my headphones hooked up. Like I said before, we're working out of iTunes, and we have an instrumental that I downloaded from YouTube. We use this awesome YouTube converter that's free and allows us to just use any instrumental, that's copyrighted, free, and yeah. So now it's just time to lay it down. So I'm going to do the first verse, and then I'm going to save the rest for the finished product. But you guys can see how we just set up real quick. I'm going to unplug this so that you can hear the instrumental version that we got. And GarageBand is super user friendly. I hope to upgrade to what's it called, Logic, because you could just do a little bit more with Logic. Ooh, excuse me. But this is what the instrumental that we got. I've already set it up, it's queued up. All the edits have been made that we need. And you want to get an authentic beat. So the beat is authentic. It's still got that knock that Kendrick Lamar has. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to use his voice, as close to his voice as possible. When you're making a spoof, you don't want to bite totally. It's probably going to be too loud. When you're making a spoof, you don't want to bite the artist too much. You want to have their likeness, so you want to kind of sound like them if you can. You want to look like them if you can. But you're trying to tell your own story. I'm trying to tell it from a dad's perspective. I need these kids to sit down, and I need them to be quiet. And I'm just telling you what I'm going through as a dad. So I'm trying to tell this story, but through the likeness of Kendrick Lamar. So the beat is queued up, and now it's just time to record. So here we go. So I'm going to plug this up. And we're going to let the magic begin. Somebody pray for me. Thanks spend all day with me. Man, yeah. Hey, I remember certain things I never would do as a kid. Always did what Papa told me cause I knew he handled his. Never gave him trouble cause I knew that I'd be grounded. But man, I tell you, something's really wrong with these kids. They can't stay in their seats if their lives depended on it. And they think it's funny when I'm angry, blood is boiling. I can't take it no more. They was running in the store and all over the waiting room. They even broke the door and AM to the PM, PM to the AM talking. Why you always running? Why can't you sit down and walking? If I give you money, would you please sit down and stop? I just need a minute, peace and quiet before I drop. Did she just break my iPhone? Last week she had her brother in a chokehold. Sopranos, see, they always screaming with the high notes. They baby's kids, you and I know. So that's how the first verse goes, and then of course we break it down to the chorus, and then, you know, we finish the rest of the song. I'll probably listen back to this a couple times, listen to the reference track, which is the Kendrick Lamar joint, and then I'll go back and forth to make sure that the tone is both authentic yet comical. And then I'll keep that, or I delete it, and I'll just keep going back and forth until the recording is, to my liking. In order to make a spoof, you don't have to have, $1,000 equipment to do what you want to do. Of course, it definitely helps with the quality. It'll look a little more professional, but you don't need that to do an effective spoof. We're a small channel, so we're going to do things on a smaller scale. But even with doing things on a smaller scale, we're going to make sure that we give high quality. So that's why the lyrics have to be awesome. That's why the subject matter has to be relevant to our channel, and it has to be authentic. Even though they're comical, it's got that weird Al Yankovic feel to it. To where even though it's comical, you can still play this in your truck, and you can still say, "Yo, the Purefoys, they got bars," and it can still be an authentic hip hop track. So that's my process, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. Be on the lookout for the recorded version, because after we do the track and get it to where we need it to be, we're going to make the video, and we're going to do it right here at home. We're going to do it right in places that we are familiar with and that we use all the time, so that we can make it as funny as possible. So leave me some comments down below. Let me know how you felt about it, what things we could do better, and we'll try to keep knocking out these amazing spoofs for you guys. Thanks for rocking with me. This is your boy Shaun P. I'm out. Live, let love. Peace.
What's up, P-Pod? It's Zay. If you like that video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell. And always remember to live, let love. Peace.